Hey everybody, this is Robbie with Robbie's Reptiles. Today's going to be a shorter video, but we're going to be going over one of my favorite pairings this year, which is my super soft scale empty back project. Let's take a look at the breeders. Now, he's already been introduced a couple of times on the channel. This is Cowboy, or as I like to call Marty Robbins. He has the biggest head structure I have ever seen in any crested gecko. Practically the size of a whole galaxy, his head structure. But he is a probable super soft from AC Reptiles. So this is the male for my empty back stuff. He is not a het empty back or a visual empty back, but he just has the super soft scale gene most likely, but this incredible pinstriping, incredible head structure, and good white pattern that is more horizontally oriented. Let's take a look at the female he's paired to. So for simplicity's sake, I've just labeled this girl EBQ, empty back quad, but she is actually soft scale. After I did a little bit of digging, I found out that she was not only from Flawless Crested Geckos, but her mother is in fact a soft scale empty back. And once I saw her in person, looked at her scales some more, I'm 99% sure this is in fact also a soft scale. And the fact that her mother is a soft scale really supports that theory, so she's going to be pairing to Cowboy, hopefully with the end goal of making more technically possible het. However, from what I've heard, empty back is in fact incomplete dominant, not recessive. But I'm hoping that this pairing is going to make some really nice looking, super soft het empty backs. And eventually adding in super stripe to this combo, as well as more soft scales and super softs, keep improving that head structure, and really just make some of the highest end, super soft, empty back, super stripe combos. While it's not 100% related to this project, I also paired Cowboy to this for simplicity, a yellow patternless female, because I've heard from a lot of different breeders, if you pair a yellow to a black base, you get some very, very crisp black offspring. So also possibly you get some yellows. I'm hoping that maybe pairing her to Cowboy, one, will improve her structure, but another thing I'm hoping for is maybe making some yellow soft scales. That'd be really cool. So she's been laying pearls left and right, and hopefully those will be hatching within the next month or so. And that's another exciting pairing that I have going on. I've never personally paired blacks to yellows, but from what I've heard, it's a great idea, and so I'm very excited to see what their results are. So luckily, as I was finishing this video up, the first babies hatched from Cowboy to EBQ. And so this is the first one. Really awesome, perfect, flawless quad stripe. All of these are probable soft scales, I would believe. This one has a look, but the dad is a possible super soft. So we still are proving that out. If all of the babies come out soft scale, then that would prove it. But this is just a beautiful example of a perfect quad stripe with perfect pinstripe. Really couldn't ask for anything more with this type of project. I guess maybe better head structure, but as this develops, it's gonna look probably just like the dad. So this is great. And if you look at the dorsal, this is maybe heterozygous empty back. I'm not sure, I'm still learning everything about that, but that looks rather separated. It looks rather indicative of het empty back. We'll see. The mom was a het empty back, so it's a bit difficult to distinguish. That's why we just kind of treat it as a recessive, but it is an incomplete dominant trait. Hopefully, this proves out to be an empty back soft scale quad stripe. This one is my personal favorite of the clutch. I just like the lateral patterning on it better. I think that it has a lot more contrast, and these are not fully fired up at all either. They fire up a lot more. But I mean, this is just a beautiful example of whatever I imagined with EBQ and Cowboy. I just like this one better. I don't think that this one is het empty back. Of course, it would still be technically a possible het empty back. But regardless, a beautiful little gecko and a beautiful little baby. The color on this one's pinstriping is a little bit pink, so possibly there's some sort of tangerine in the blood. Granted, you know, one of these is from AC Reptiles, where there is a lot of tangerine in his bloodline, so it's a good possibility. Might not be the highest expression. This is my personal favorite though, and keep in mind both of these are actually going to be available in the near future. As soon as they both hit about 3 grams or 4 grams, I'm going to be able to list them. So if you guys are interested, just DM me, text me, and we can work out the details later. But this is just an incredible looking quad stripe white wall, whatever you want to call it. And this isn't my forte for morphs, but I'm really impressed with how these turned out, and I'm really happy. And they fire up so dark, it's really nice. And if you guys don't know, I have a members program where you can join and learn everything that there is to know about business when it comes to Crested Geckos, as well as a little bit of exclusive content and a savings account with store discounts. But that's enough self-promotion. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that YouTube mumbo jumbo. I'll see you in the next video.